I basically, when Eli writes a song, I hear it, and I kind of hear like what it automatically wants to be. I hear in my head what it wants to be, and then I say, okay, it wants to be this, but I'm going to make it not that.
Right.
I'm going to try to make it opposite of what it wants to be. And so I try to go and look into other areas of music that I enjoy, and try to bring some of that element, where if he is writing a hooky song that, maybe it wants to have just a standard rock beat, would fit just perfect with it, and it would be fine and everything like that. Well,
So the best thing to do is not to do
best
that.
thing to do for me, is my feeling about it, is the best thing to do is to not do that. Yeah, exactly. Is to figure out, well, how can we turn this upside down on its head? Because I know that even though I grew up in the 80s, I listened to the top 40, but most of the top 40 that I liked to listen to was, it always had something a little bit interesting about it, a little bit different. I was a big Police fan, and like Stuart Copeland, like the way he drums was just insane, and it was totally not straightforward at all. And a lot of just the spaces that they put in their music, I think, is really interesting, and they were definitely mixing things up and doing pop music in a very different way. And I don't know, I always approach the songs in more that way.
Yeah.
We're kind of arranging things.
So I think I do have a tendency to listen to a lot of older, kind of typical classic music, and it's sort of, I sort of tend to fall into that area of more traditional song structures, which is good because that's sort of where the hook is. But then Mary is very good about breaking that up and changing that around, because otherwise I think we would probably, if it was sort of this thing where I told everybody what to play, it would be much more of a 60s revival or a 50s revival band, and so this is more interesting, I think.